Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. I as always am Grestar and this is another death battle reaction, Beerus versus Sailor Galaxia. So of course make sure to click the link in the description. Wait, this death battle is removed from copyright, but for the record it is apparently still available on Rooster Teeth's actual site. Here, you know what, I'll put that link in. I'll put that link in the description below. So Beerus from Dragon Ball Super in particular, I believe, and Sailor Galaxia from Sailor Moon. I don't know any extensions of Sailor Moon if there are any, so it's gonna be called Sailor Moon by me. But yes, these two gods of destruction, I assume. I know that Beerus is god of destruction, and Sailor Galaxia must be as well, I guess. I know in looking around to try to find the original video for this, because again, it was removed due to copyright, I found like the theme song for this battle, and it was called, I think it was called Gods of Destruction, or maybe it was just God of Destruction, but either way, it seems like they're both apparently in that kind of realm. I have not seen far enough into Dragon Ball as a series to like have seen Beerus personally. I'm barely reaching the point in Dragon Ball Z where they're heading to the laboratory trying to beat Dr. Gero so they can destroy androids 17 and 18 before they get woken up. So now you know where I currently am at the time of this recording. And I played Dragon Ball Z Universe 2, which does carry into the plot of Dragon Ball Super, and so you do meet Beerus and Whis, but you know, that's a pretty limited thing. Like, I'm pretty sure he's capable of destroying galaxies pretty easily. But I don't know for sure. And I definitely don't know like anything about Sailor Galaxia. Like, I couldn't tell you anything about Sailor Moon or any of the other sailors. I just don't know Sailor Moon as an anime at all, really. But Galaxia, I'm pretty sure, seems like a pretty boss tier sort of sailor, right? So this should be an interesting fight if nothing else, and I look forward to seeing, you know, the analyses for these two and learning more about them. So with that, let's get to watching. And play. So here we go, Beerus from Dragon Ball versus Galaxia, or Sailor Galaxia, I suppose, from Sailor Moon.
Everything that lives must die. Everything that is created must be destroyed. So saith these vanguards of the apocalypse.
Okay.
Badass. But why they gotta be a golden ballerina and a purple cat?
What's wrong with that?
Lord Beerus, Dragon Ball's almighty god of destruction.
Also, it's interesting they picked
Galaxia,
just a regular
the
kitten for that
sailor
image
scout of
instead of like a
destruction
hairless
from
cat.
Sailor Moon. He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
Yeah, let's do it.
Son Goku. This Super Saiyan has seen his fair share of universe-ending threats.
But he hadn't seen anyone treat mass slaughter like a job until he met a god of destruction. Because it is their job.
The
Right.
god of destruction's role is to, well, destroy ancient planets and civilizations to make way for the new.
Oh, I didn't know that was
Taking
it.
out the trash.
Okay.
Just with 1,000,000,000 times more murder.
And in the case of Universe number 7, the title of Destroyer was granted to Lord Beerus, a cat.
Yeah.
Obviously, everyone knows cats are all secretly
Aw.
plotting to kill everyone. Hell, God of Destruction is what my ex-wife named her.
Fun fact, while dogs have been bred as companions for thousands of years, the same only technically started for cats around 200 years ago.
Really?
In comparison, they're still sort of wild animals,
Huh.
which makes them self-sufficient, but also standoffish.
And lazy.
Then Beerus may be the apotheosis of all catdom.
Okay.
He's not effortlessly annihilating solar systems, he's napping for decades.
Older than 200
Oh,
million
but when
years
he
old,
wakes
wow.
up, he takes his job seriously. He's way stronger and faster than any mortal. Look at him go. That's his God of Destruction's wrath technique.
Ah.
He's got spears of destruction, beams of destruction, sneezes of destruction, giant energy yarn balls of destruction. Oh,
What?
and cataclysmic orbs. Yeah.
He can neutralize energy attacks from others, which is frankly just unfair. But his most awe-inspiring technique is Hakai.
Hakai.
See, Beerus' enormous level of power stems from an unearthly source. To demonstrate, allow me to introduce our brand new disposable unit for meticulous matchup investigations, aka Dummy.
Hello, Mr.
Hello,
Wizard.
dummy.
How may I be exploited today?
You're trying to replace me.
Now, generally speaking, there are 3 types of ki, which, to be blunt, is weaponizable life energy.
Okay, I didn't know there were
First,
3.
There's normal ki.
Okay.
Most people in the Dragon Ball multiverse have this.
Oh, and then are we going with like God Key?
Dangerous, but nothing too special. Gods have their own ki, of course, which is way more potent, but like all ki, they have a limited amount. But when you want the good stuff, you go for destruction energy.
Destruction is its own key. Huh.
Oh no, there's plenty more. Hakai channels this energy to obliterate something in an instant, erasing both body and soul
Zamasu.
from existence.
Zamasu?
The only way to resist is to match Beerus in power.
And he didn't get so strong on his own. He's trained for millions of years under this guy, also named Wiz.
No, Whis.
Yeah, that's what I said. He learned pressure
thought it was
combat
Whis.
and the super secret Ultra Instinct.
More a state of mind than actual transformation. Autonomous Ultra Instinct describes the ability to instantly respond to attacks without conscious thought getting in the way.
Like he's on a catnip
I
high.
love that
With
cat.
Ultra Instinct, he could even take on multiple other gods of destruction at the same time.
The only problem with being so friggin' powerful is that he got kinda bored. So he was hyped when he learned there was someone out there who might be a challenge for him, the Super Saiyan God. And in their fight over the fate of the Earth, they almost destroyed the whole universe.
Oh.
Our own observable universe is a respectable 93 billion light years across. However, the Dragon Ball universe is noticeably different, as depicted by this symbolic model.
Okay.
The observable universe as we know it fits within that bottom.
Really?
Then there's hell in the middle. Heaven
Whoa.
up top, a bunch of dinosaurs sprinkled in there somewhere. Yeah, it's kind of a mess.
It is.
A single clash between Beerus and Goku sent ripples of energy rocketing through this entire macroverse in just 7 seconds.
Okay.
Even with conservative calculations, these shockwaves must have been moving well over 240 quadrillion times the speed of light.
I
Hell,
see.
The guy's quick enough to fly between galaxies in just a couple of minutes, so no surprise there. And when him and his fat cat brother Champa got into a fight, they almost tore apart the whole universe themselves. Now talk about a cat fight.
But despite his incredible power, Beerus eventually did the one thing nobody ever expected. He showed mercy.
What?
And spared Earth. Perhaps he saw a glimmer of greatness in Goku's potential, as so many have before him.
Nah, he's just a sucker for tasty food.
He does
Happy
love
to
food.
see you're finally realizing the full terror of Beerus the Destroyer.
I actually thought that seemed pretty short for an
The
analysis
galaxy,
portion, but
the solar system,
let's do
the
it.
planet,
Sailor Galaxia.
the moon. Each is an essential piece in the ever-shifting whirlwind of the cosmos.
That's why they all have their own super protector. Fighting evil by moonlight, winning love by daylight. They are the classic magical girls.
The Sailor Guardians are warriors entrusted with magnificent powers. It's the Sailor Guardians' job to protect their world from alien threats. You may know one of them, Sailor Moon.
Wait, does she
Real
actually
name,
protect the
Usagi
moon?
Tsukino, or Serena, or Bunny, depending on which dub you watch.
Oh, I
So
see.
they like space Popeyes who sell cookies?
What?
Sailor Scouts. Duh, whiz.
They're not sailors, they're Sailor Guardians, or Sailor Soldiers. The term Sailor Scout comes from the original English dub.
Oh,
Yeah, the
okay.
dick tub. Look out, kid! There's a giant dick outside
No!
your window! You know what you are.
Anyway, everything in the universe possesses a form of crystallized life force called a star seed.
Okay.
Each guardian is powered by a special star seed which embodies their own planet, a Sailor Crystal.
These give them superhuman powers. They can fly, do magic, shapeshift, heal fast, and are basically immortal. Some of them are even trained by the most dangerous creatures in the world. Cats.
After many adventures, Sailor Moon would eventually find herself face to face with her greatest foe,
Oh.
the cold-hearted Empress of Evil.
She was just a nameless lady stuck on some random trashy planet. It was so bad there, she basically gave up on life. Well, until she got her hands on the sapphire crystal.
The Sapphire Crystal is exponentially powerful, providing unlimited potential that matched her own newly unlimited ego. With
Okay.
all this power amongst the garbage around her, one purpose came to mind: destroy everything.
So into the universe she
Sounds
went
like hate
in
breed
search
right
of
there.
A new home fit for a goddess, the soldier of destruction, Sailor Galaxia.
Be it the power or her own mind, Galaxia was cursed with unparalleled vanity, so cosmic in scale that she could not be satisfied until the whole universe bowed before her.
Of
or else.
course, of
Just like my
course.
ex-wife. If she appeared on the horizon, you'd be totally screwed.
Galaxia or your ex-wife?
They said just like.
Galaxia can make explosions big enough to blot out galaxies and even match the maxed out Eternal Sailor Moon in a fight, who destroyed a whole mirror universe.
With a simple gesture, Galaxia can wipe anything out of existence. Planets, people, other guardians, you name it.
Plus, she's got all sorts of other magic powers. Teleporting, summoning lightning, mind-controlling people by taking their star seeds. Oh, yeah, she can totally do that.
Huh.
And like any good anime villain, her attacks have some absolutely ridiculous names, like the Galactica Super String,
Which
Okay.
doesn't actually use any string.
What?
Galactica Crunch,
I think I had a bowl of that this morning.
and Galactica Inflation.
What the hell?
Whoa, how did that get there? Is that what you think? Research! You come across a lot of stuff in research.
Wiz, I'm glad to know exactly what kind of guy I'm working with.
Oh, Wiz,
Galaxia
that's
carved
going
through
in the wiki.
universe at an incredible pace, building her own widespread empire.
She was so friggin' terrifying that some people would murder their own Sailor Scout as a sacrificial offering just to save
Really?
themselves. Man, magical girls are metal as hell.
But Galaxia's destructive path wasn't as reckless as it may seem. Through her travels, she learned of a looming threat to the universe, a primordial entity and source of all evil. And so she vowed to destroy chaos.
Yeah, that happens if you watch too much Marie Kondo.
But to maintain balance, she also sought to destroy the opposite of chaos, the embodiment of love and goodness, which is apparently Sailor Moon.
Really?
This is where
Okay, good for
different
her.
Stories get a bit wonky.
Right. In the anime, Galaxia was a heroic warrior who absorbed chaos to keep it under control. But chaos flipped the script and took her body instead.
Ah.
However, this did not happen in the original manga.
Galaxia's warpath led her to Earth, and she annihilated all the favorite Sailor Scouts. Every single one.
Well, that's mean.
Except Sailor Moon. They had to have their epic battle.
And Moon is a powerhouse. She once lit up the entire universe with a single attack. This light reached the edge of the universe in 4 seconds, putting it at 360 quadrillion times light speed.
Galaxia was tough enough to survive the grip of chaos itself. And with her crystal, she never has to worry about running out of energy in a fight. This chick's basically unkillable.
Well, the intense forces of chaos almost ended her life, until she was saved by Sailor Moon.
And guess what? Apparently, this caused Galaxia to question her resolve and see Meatball Head here in a new light. Like, hey, maybe this lovey-dovey goodness stuff ain't so bad. And then bam! Her crystal exploded from positivity overload
Oh.
and she died.
Oh.
Neither Galaxia nor the Sapphire Crystal had ever known this feeling. Ironically, or perhaps befittingly, the weakness of destruction itself was love.
Aw.
Yes, she was literally killed by kindness. Who wrote this?
Nuance boomstick. Regardless, the power Galaxia wields is astonishing. Beneath the heel of her boot, any planet, galaxy, or universe is utterly doomed.
For this body belongs to Sailor Galaxia, the most powerful guardian in the galaxy.
Okay.
All right, the combatants are set, and we've run the data through all possibilities.
It's time for a
The death battle and pause. I'm so used to them having a commercial first. Anyway, okay, well, I was just beginning to gather my thoughts, but I will let you know what those thoughts were. So right now, well, like near the end, I was trying to think about like feats of durability for the two, for both Beerus and for Sailor Galaxia, and I really could not think of them. You know, I really couldn't come up with feats of durability. It seemed like that was just kind of looked over. And so, you know, if that's the case, that, you know, it probably was like in writing on the sidebars and not just not vocalized by them. But I wasn't reading that. I was watching the clips. That's what I tend to do, okay? I watch the clips and I listen to what they tell me. I don't do reading. So I didn't really gather like feats of durability from either of them. What I did gather was Beerus and Goku punched each other, right? And the force of that was so strong that I think over the course of 7 seconds the vibrations of that like reached the edge of the universe, right? Which was much larger than our known universe, our observable universe. Then jump to Sailor Moon, and Sailor Moon herself was capable of like sending light to the edge of the universe in 7 seconds. So like I have a couple things there, right? And so first, yes, Sailor Moon's thing was faster. However, well, I mean, like it wasn't faster, it got there in less time. That's what I'll say. It got there in less time. 7 seconds compared to 4 seconds, I believe, or 4 for Sailor Moon. But hers was light, and we know that light travels faster, right? But then the shockwave of Beerus and Goku is not light, and so it presumably should travel slower. At least I don't know. Science is weird. It doesn't. I don't know. but like it traveled like a much greater distance, and it only took 3 seconds longer. Like that's what I'm thinking, right? So not only the power to like make a shockwave reach that far, but for it to get there that fast, I feel like their attack was stronger. And so I should also point out, like this is the other thing that I have in mind. I guess like the third thing, because is that means that Beerus withstood that punch, like gave an equal like amount of energy into it, and he was able to take it too. Because from the clip, it didn't look like it affected him like at all. They just clashed fists and that was it. So that's a durable thing, but it's mostly just like the power that seemed to be there. And since I'm talking about the fact that they didn't seem to have like durability like listed, or like they didn't, Wiz and Boomstick didn't really seem to talk about that, unless I just completely missed it, which is perfectly possible. I do that all the bloody time. And so what I have to think to instead is, okay, did they have some sort of feat of strength or some weapon where they would be able to kill the other person where that didn't matter, where like regardless of their durability, like they would kind of be able to finish them off, And what I'm going to, like what my mind goes to, is what happened near the very beginning of Beerus' explanation, where they were basically saying with his like destruction key, if he was more powerful than the other person, like if he could just overwhelm the other person, he would like disintegrate them basically. So I'm thinking that Beerus is going to win because I believe that I was gonna say I believe he's faster, but I guess I don't know, because she actually was moving like much faster than the speed of light, right? Whereas I know that he was traveling between galaxies over the course of minutes. Yeah, okay. So, like, yeah, do I know how fast it is? No, I don't. Nor do I remember how fast Galaxia's speed was. But that's bloody fast. But I just think Beerus must be more powerful to be able to deliver, like, to overwhelm Sailor Galaxia and deliver that blow, because frankly, I don't know what Galaxia was capable of that would have been able to finish off Beerus. The fight is probably much, much closer than I'm giving it credit for. But just because I feel like I have limited feats to work with, like, it seemed like there was more story, like, backstory involved in this analysis. Like, the analysis of each individual combatant, than strictly, like, feats of power or durability. But I think this is just me having woken up, like, half an hour ago and trying to wade my way through this. But seems like Beerus has the advantage, if only a little. So I'm going to say Beerus is going to win this one and play. I'm looking forward to the conclusion to see how flawed my logic is, whether or not I'm right. And see how they justify everything. See how they clarify all this stuff. Well, that was rude.
It's unwise to vaporize a god's dessert.
Witness my infinite power.
So did she just blow up the earth like it was nothing? Because that's rude.
So you have chosen death.
Kill her, Beerus! She deserves it! Or are they just fighting with fingers?
Ridiculous!
Interesting. Apparently, I found a worthy foe.
I think Hakai was the destruction key I was thinking of.
The hard way it is then.
So maybe that won't be what carries Beerus to a victory. You can do it! Dodge! Oh, you didn't dodge it. And he's sort of fine with that.
Don't you dare.
So are they just I was gonna say, are they fighting in the sun now? Sun did not like that.
Now look what you've done.
This is your fault, you stupid cat.
I mean, yeah, that one was on you, bud.
Hello there, stranger. Welcome.
Poor little things.
Kneel for me.
Hello there, stranger. Welcome.
Also, are those 1,000-year door? That's all I could think of. Uh-oh. That's usually not good.
Hey! No fair!
You're no match. You lack the instinct.
You're trash. You'll die like dirt.
Ow! My dude, no!
You're all mine.
It's not over till it's over. He has one of those! I know they said like all living things.
That's impossible.
But-
Now you're catching on.
I assumed that was within just her universe, so I wasn't even considering it.
I am the impossible!
That was for my ice cream.
Okay, so yay, I was right, but I need to know how it actually was the case.
Beer, us, whiskey, champagne? Oh my god, all the cats are named after booze. I like them now.
This was a fairly balanced match.
I wonder if that's actually the
Power set
intention.
was certainly enough to keep up with Beerus.
Especially since she has so many more versatile techniques than him.
Not to mention, her crystal provided unlimited energy, while Beerus had a vast but still finite pool of ki.
But that's about where it all starts tilting the other way. Based on how fast their galaxy-spanning attacks were, Galaxia did have a slight edge in attack speed, but Beerus's Ultra Instinct made up for it. Plus, he had
Even with the
expert
expanded
martial arts
universe,
training,
though?
while Galaxia had none of that. Speed alone wasn't winning this fight.
Also,
Huh.
Beerus' skill set countered many of her own attacks. His energy nullification, for example, let him blast through plenty of her offensive options.
But to really lock down Beerus' superiority in all things destruction, how about we compare their power output?
Both of them used attacks that spanned their whole universe in seconds. But remember, the Dragon Ball universe is much bigger than our own.
Right, this universe is at least 9 times bigger than ours.
Right.
Beerus almost destroyed it all.
For the most part, the universe in Sailor Moon is very much based on our own. And the same should be said for Nehelenia's mirror universe Usagi destroyed.
So, pretty clear cut? That means Beerus is 9 times stronger than Galaxia?
Well, not exactly. They both are likely much stronger. Galaxia matched Endgame Eternal Sailor Moon in battle, who could destroy 8 of her Animamate minions at once.
Okay.
Did you say Animorphs?
Long story
I love
short,
that series.
a single Animamate could match a Sailor Guardian equal in power to Sailor Moon when she destroyed that mirror universe.
Oh.
While this is admittedly a very highball estimate, defeating 8 Animamates at once could logically translate to possessing 8 times that power. Since Galaxia could match her in combat, this potentially puts Galaxia's output level much closer to Beerus and Goku's clash.
But the shockwave happened when Goku had only just gone Super Saiyan God for the first time. Beerus claimed he was going all out with 100% of his power, but like all cats, he was lying.
Telling Goku that you were using 100% of your power was a very clever tactic to draw out his full strength, even though it wasn't true.
Even after
Oh.
Goku later achieved Super Saiyan Blue with Kaioken, a form many times more powerful than his first go at being a redhead,
Right.
Beerus was still considered his superior. Simply put, even if we highball Galaxia and lowball Beerus, the God of Destruction still possessed a greater amount of power, both in offense and defense, as they are identical when it comes to Dragon Ball Ki.
Okay.
Isn't that right, dummy?
Sailor Galaxia may have had a more versatile arsenal, but Lord Beerus had the strength, durability, and technique needed to overpower her. But you already said all that, so what's the point? Like my existence.
Aw, dummy.
Say, she got caught in a galaxy-sized catastrophe. Can I blow him up this time?
No!
Forward to it.
The winner is Lord Beerus.
Claps for Beerus. Yay.
Death Battle is back with 10 episodes to wrap up this year.
Cool.
Stay tuned and check out the music linked in the description below.
Oh, next time on Death Battle, I mean. Ah, we're finally getting Zuko versus Shoto. Todoroki, that is. Cool. Okay, that'll be good. I look forward to that. I have watched both Avatar and My Hero Academia. Granted, not all of it yet. I'm still like only partway through season 4, and season 5 is over. But I'll get there. I'll get there. So talk about this death battle. Technically, I was right in Beerus 1, but I don't feel like I don't want to give myself credit for it. I felt like it was largely just kind of a 50-50 thing, because even though I did kind of use logic they used in the conclusion, like only a little bit. Like I did compare the two like end of the universe reaching attack sorts of feats. But I was wrong about Beerus's apparently being faster. Like I know that it took 3, again, I thought it was 3 seconds, like 7 versus 4. I know it took 3 seconds more, but considering it was like a bigger universe, I thought that would have made it faster, you know what I mean? But they apparently disagreed, and that's fine. I guess I'm just missing something. And I didn't know like all the endgame Sailor Moon kind of stuff, but I was at least aware of like Super Saiyan God versus Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan, and I wasn't even aware of Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan Kaioken, which yeah, that would add to it. So that part was cool, and I didn't talk about it because I didn't really think about that. You know, I was just taking the feats as they were. I didn't like expand upon them using like my own knowledge of Dragon Ball Super, as limited as that may be. But that was interesting. And frankly, I did not think about all of Galaxia's versatility. A lot of it I just figured wouldn't come into play. Like I didn't think the Soul Seed or what, you know, that I didn't think that would come into play at all, because I thought that was just within the Sailor Moon universe, you know. It's just like if you look at the Transformers universe and they're like everyone has the spark, whatever it was, right? Like you wouldn't just put a spark inside every living being that they went up against. Like no, that's specifically for the Transformers. So I was thinking it was kind of along those lines, you know. But yeah. No, it was an interesting fight for sure. I really wasn't sure where it was going as far as who the victor was. Like I was kept on my toes in that regard, because like I was uncertain going into the fight as far as who would win, and I really again don't want to give myself this victory here for Beerus having won, just because I don't feel I really understood why he would win. I mean, kind of, you know, not confidently, you know. But yeah, the animation, like, I think they did a good job of seeming to balance the two, where they both seemed to be able to, like, outmaneuver one another, to outpower one another from time to time. It was just that Beerus kind of had the last laugh, you know? Which, based upon their conclusion, kind of makes it seem like, you know, they were going a little bit easy on Galaxia there. But that's fine. That happens, that's fine. And I thought the animation looked good. I enjoyed, you know, the banter between the two. I thought there was, you know, a lot of nice characterization going on, and like the story was there enough for me. Like Galaxia randomly destroying a planet, sure. It happening to be where Beerus gets his ice cream, yeah, that makes sense that Beerus would then try to kill her. It, from what I know, it totally does. So I appreciated that, and I definitely appreciated their conclusion where they clarified some things. Like I think I would still frankly appreciate more clarification in some regards, just to really solidify, you know, my understanding, my knowledge of this particular death battle, but I'm content at this point. So let me know what you all thought about this death battle in the comments below, whether you liked it, whether you disliked it, what you thought about this or that, etc., so on and so forth. And next time we will be watching Zuko versus Shoto Todoroki, which I look forward to. Honestly, based upon what I know of the two, again, having seen Avatar and some of My Hero Academia, I think that Shoto would win. I don't know, so I do know that there are like, there's Avatar manga, you know, or comics, one of those, that like expands the original story. I don't know how many feats Zuko has in that, but like if I'm just pulling from the shows, I feel like Shoto would win. He just seems to be much more of a powerhouse and have more versatility too, even if we're just looking at his fire form, you know? Like Zuko has experience, but at the same time, like Shoto's a prodigy and he's been training, you know, for forever. So anyway, we'll get there in the next one, but with that, we're calling it here. Have a good one, everybody.